All right. I think we're live. We good? I think we're live. I'm pretty sure I queued up for an Algathar Academy. Apparently Algathar was buffed. The beta, I had planned on streaming on Wednesday, but the beta was down like literally all day Wednesday and then most of the day yesterday. So I haven't been able to make the videos that I wanted to. But now we're able to play again. And we're going to get in and test. I've gotten a lot of people asking me to play more Caster Mistweaver, so we're going to start out with that. There are a few talents and interactions that I do want to like test out, but they're like dummy tests. Like I could test on dummies. But we're going to... I really want to get a little bit of Caster Monk in, just see where it's at. I then also want to play Archon Holy Priest because I haven't played Archon yet. So I'll have to like set up a build and everything. And then also, if we have time, I kind of want to just dabble in some other healers. I'm pretty sure Resto Druid just got nerfed. It's kind of hard to read the notes in the form that they're in currently. So it's kind of hard for me to tell like what all happened on this build. But regardless, we're going to have fun today. So haven't been able to play beta in a minute. So just happy to be back on there. Let me get YouTube chat pulled up. And then we'll get rolling. I guess I can go ahead and ready check. But we're going to be playing a caster build. I haven't played one in a minute, so hoping that it goes well. Yeah, what's up, Zuber? Good to see you. So this is the build that we're playing with. I'm trying out Mist Line, so we're going to take a look at our Renewing Mist Healing. We're playing Tear of Mourning, Jade Empowerment, Way of the Serpent. Yeah, it's a fun build. It's a fun build because Way of the Serpent plus Tear of Mourning will kind of modify our like invigorating mist healing a little bit. So we're hoping for more splash healing, but I don't know. I think haste is the worst buff to get with this build, but YOLO, we're just trying it out. I also want to take a look at the DPS. I kind of forgot where this healer lands in terms of damage. When you go this build. Just try to keep a Renewing Mist on the tank so that that talent that we're trying out will stay on him. I knew it. I knew it. I saw that one looking at me. I'm going to wait a bit for tank to get aggro. I'm going to get over here. Also watching these flyers so we don't get aggro. Go ahead and Thunder Focus it. Yeah, aggro is a big issue. I think it's like a Blood Death Knight thing maybe. I think they had nerfed Blood Death Knight at some point. And their aggro is a little crazy. Okay, now we can get back to doing damage. I feel like a build like this could really benefit from Dance of Chi-Ji. But I just don't know. Well, I guess no, because then you'd have to take like what? Way of the Crane. So, no, yeah, see, this guy just has aggro. We are trying to keep you alive, buddy, I promise. Our tank's in Purgatory. He's about to drop, yeah. Just a really awkward situation. We probably should have just let the DPS die there because he had aggro, but instead we chose the DPS over the tank, which not really our fault, I don't think. Let's go. Let's make sure our UI is looking good. We definitely want to be showing HPS, DPS, HPS, DPS, and current segment is good. That is good. Just trying to get things set up here. Let's see. Ancient Teachings actually kind of popped off that fight. I feel like it split that segment into two. So if we go overall... No, Ancient Teachings kind of went wild there. So Ancient Teachings kind of goes crazy with the Jade Lightnings. But I don't know how good that is. Like, I don't want Jade Lightning to feel better than our kicks and stuff. UI improvements getting better. I mean, it's like day by day. It's definitely a day by day situation. I feel like a lot of people... I've said it in the past. A lot of people are like heavily dooming the UI. I don't like the UI currently. Like, I don't like the enemy nameplates and the buff situation. But the thing is like this is not how it's going to be implemented. We still have a couple months. They are making changes every single week, and so far the changes are very good. So give it enough time, the UI will look fantastic. But Vicar, it's very good to see you, man. How are you doing today? You see, like, as this pool goes down, we do start to dip below the Blood Death Knight, but that's kind of expected. And if I need to, I can swap pretty seamlessly into an enveloping mist, soothing mist to him. Because we are playing Emperor's Elixir.
What are you doing?
Me? That is too much nature. What are you doing?
It's kind of weird that it has Jade Fire Stomp listed. I don't know, that's a weird way to word that, but for a single target boss fight like this, I'm pretty sure that we're supposed to just punch and kick instead of crackle. Guess we can do some quick maths, but look at this. Oh, that's not the Tiger Palm, damn. I was about to say, Tiger Palm doing 120? No, that's the overwhelming force. Oh, okay, so we have people going different ways. We're gonna tuck in the middle. I think here I should actually spin. Do some damage. And now we can cleave off of the dummy. And yeah, we can save our Yulon for when the big scary ad set comes. I've been wanting to play with like a Master of Harmony build because I have mixed feelings about it. Let's go and pop Yulon. Oh yeah, there's some aggro there. Our warrior kind of went buck wild as soon as that all spawned. But I have like very mixed feelings about new Master of Harmony. I don't know how I like it. I really don't know how I like it. It's like a more constant thing as opposed to a burst thing. But to be fair, it's not like you lose value from the constant. So, I don't know. It's not like the worst thing ever. But you see, speaking of UI, look at the damage meters right now. It shows 0 as the value. So it's just like, what's going on right now? But yeah, in a 12, I mean, just the Jade Lightnings are enough to heal through that dot, which is kind of nice. That might clip me. No, we're good. Go and stun. Very nice. What the heck? But yeah, Yulon and Keys, oh no, things are dying. No. We're testing right now, Valkyr. We're not making a statement with this build at all, trust me. We are not making a statement. I was really trying like another build where you kind of go, it's like a hybrid build. You play like a kind of halvesies build, but with like Chi-Ji Way of the Crane, and you take like rushing wind kick and stuff, and that was fun and all, but it definitely fell off in like heavy like burst heal moments. But it was like really good in like rot moments. Maybe we can just punch and kick through this. Oh, that's so BS. That did not clip me. Yeah, we're going to be testing a couple different healers. Some of like the lesser played healers today. I know like Archon Holy Priest is Archon Holy Priest. Whoa, bye warrior. But I definitely want to play it because I just haven't had a chance to yet. I'm also still used to, I thought I was playing Vivacious Vivification, but we're playing the like Serendipity one, whatever it's called. Like every time I enveloping miss, my next Vivify is going to be instant, as opposed to my Rising Sun kicks making them instant. We can touch, yeah. So I think they buffed this whilst, or at least fixed it, or at least I'm hoping. So we might actually have to do some healing on this fight, which I hope for. This fight has been an absolute meme. Yo, what's up, Miz Online? How you doing? Sup, Neckbeard? What's up, Misfit? I guess I am a neckbeard now. That's big sad. Hate to hear it. Hate to hear it. But I mean, like, I am surprised at like the amount of maintenance throughput that you can do by just Jade Lightning. And keep in mind, I have 0 hots out. So like, even with just like 1 renewing mist, since I have Mist Line, let's see how much that 1 renewing mist can do here when like competing with the Ancient Teachings healing. I mean, 1000 HPS isn't like the worst thing ever for that few seconds that it was out. Let's keep that 1 renewing mist active. Let's just keep going. See, because like pulls like this aren't very scary. Usually these guys, they really do hurt your tank. So like they have like the pecs and stuff that just like melt the tank. So like you see that damage starting to come through. I did not mean to press that. See that damage like starting to come through. But I mean, like in a world where like they want us to just like constantly rot health bars up, you know? It's kind of a shame that this feels so good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. But I will say, Spirit Font mixed with Emperor's Elixir, I mean, that is like chef's kiss. I am having so much fun with that. I kind of want to play a Conduit build. One of you guys recommended that I play it last week, and I was actually having a lot more fun than I thought I would. Which maybe a build like this could benefit from Conduit, but the reason why I didn't want to play Conduit with this build is because, one, I want more practice with new Master, or like, you know, modified Master of Harmony, and also, I feel like double Thunder Focusy is just like really good for this build. Speaking of whoever told me to play Conduit, what's up, Rish? How you doing? How are you doing, Rish? I know you had asked about this build too. So also playing it, hoping that you would show up. But happy Friday, everyone. Very good to see you all. Ooh. But I definitely think beta Mistweaver is growing on me week to week. You know, I think what I was like concerned about is that I would enjoy the other healers more. And now that I'm playing the other healers more, I'm like, I don't think that's the case. I really don't think it's the case that I like the other healers more. So it's working in Mistweaver's favor that like none of the other healers are catching my eye either. Like Holy Paladin's close, but then like, God, their spot heals are atrocious. And that's kind of like why I enjoy Holy Paladin, because I love just like whack-a-moling. Yeah, this boss is definitely working as intended now, it seems. Let's see though. So his thing was that he was only casting like his little screech like twice in the fight, then he would just forget to press it again. So I want to see like, is he, yeah, okay, so he is still casting it. We might just revival this one, but we have a Thunder Focus Tea. We could just go ahead and send here. Need to be vivifying to get this vitality going. I also, so like the beta servers have been down for a long time. I took the time to do some keys on retail. I'm actually trying to get some keys done, and man, the amount of times that I failed the easiest key because like one person would get hit by the it was the band boss in Streets. One person would just get hit by the green swirly every single time. We'd make it through the dungeon, making great time, and then one person, it was always a reviver. Like I had Rep Paladins, Frost Death Knights just getting hit by it, and it's like you just have to 4-man the fight, and then at that time you just can't time the key. So like, oh man, that happened like probably 6 times in a row. I'm not even kidding, actual 6 times in a row. But eventually I timed a key that I had already timed, but we did it with more time, so I got like 2 IO points for all that effort. I was like, yeah, this sucks. Kind of wish I had my knight back. Oh, tank, where'd you go? Our tank got knocked. No. Is he off the map? I can't see him. What? Jump. This is so awkward. Oh my gosh, everyone's just like LOSing me constantly. And we're getting blown actively off the platform toward the boss. That was cringe. Good man, good. I messed with my conduit build a bit to get Master's Elixir, and the healing was Wild and Purple Death Dungeon. Purple. The sad thing is that I know exactly which one you're talking about. It's the one with the boss that has the ads. You have to like walk to the corner and stuff to like blow each other up, right? Purple Death Dungeon. I did a conduit key with oh, what's that dungeon called? Like Nexus something Nexus, and it was a ton of fun. It was a ton of fun. I almost forgot what build I was playing just a second ago. Yeah, that dungeon has a lot of fun bosses. Maybe I'd do that dungeon next because it has some gnarly bosses, like some crazy boss fights. I mean, honestly, 18k DPS for just Crackling Jade Lightning is pretty dumb. Like, actually stupid. Ah, he stood in the frontal. I tried to life cocoon him, but he died like the global I went to cocoon him. It's okay. Now our tank gets the cocoon, and everyone's happier. All right. But happy Friday, everyone. Hopefully everyone has some fun weekend plans. I am, for the first time in a very long time, gonna go and enjoy one of my other hobbies. I have not in a minute, but I mean, if you've watched my streams in the past, you've probably heard me talk about it. But I played a card game called Magic the Gathering. Super dorky. Okay, it's up there with like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. I mean, it's dorky, but I love it. But there is a tournament nearby, and they haven't had a tournament for the format that I like in a long time, in a very long time. So I'm going to go and do that, hopefully win it, take home some money, but probably not. Probably just pay the entry fee and go home. But I'm hopefully going to have a lot of fun doing that and talking to some people that I haven't seen in a while, hopefully. So I'm excited for that. I'm very excited for that. Outside of that, I am working on kind of like a tier list, but I'm going to have like my own spin on it. I'm going to try to avoid the typical tier list because I feel like there's just a better way to relay information than the typical tier list. But what I want to do is make one about like which healer is the most fun. And since there's a lot of like opinion in that topic, like it would literally just be me saying my opinion. I kind of want to do it in a different way to where it's not just that, you know? So I have some big plans for the weekend. A lot of big plans, a lot of beta gameplay this weekend. So kind of just getting my my feet wet today. Ooh. Yeah, like it is kind of dumb how much healing this can do. Like it's actually really dumb. Okay. Done looking at numbers. I just stood in that. I thought I had more time to get... For some reason, I thought you had more time to get out of that before it started. But yeah, Algathar Academy apparently got buffs, and we've already seen them on the second boss. I didn't see what else they had buffed, though. Just get an early stun off. I have my Ring of Peace like lined up and ready if I need to. But the UI is so bad, I just can't see if half these casters are casting. I saw a surge about to go off, so we'll just send it. Yeah, I was about to pair that guy. God, that does so much damage. Yikes. Yeah, that does so much damage. For literally, that's like a bolt cast. I mean, it's a very long cast. But for that cast to actually one-shot and you can't see who it's going to go on, that's cursed, man. That is absolutely cursed. Oh, that's a smart move from the hunter. He said he forgot where he's going to release, so he's just going to wait. All right, I'm going to try to do what I did last week, where I can soak... basically, you can soak like all 4 of the balls, and we'll see if we can still do it this week. Fun, not really going to be helping my brother move. Oh, that's the worst. It's always like the worst when, oh, tank, why are we pulling when I'm literally rezzing? Brother, he pulled the axes too. These guys nuke tanks. That's cringe. But it always sucks like when you're like, oh, I'm so excited for the weekend, and then someone's like, hey, can you help me move? You're like, well, I don't have anything to do. I want to be a good friend, or I guess in that case, a good brother, but like, but good for you. It'll be like a nice little workout. It's like chilly outside, so it'll be a good bonding moment. You'll get the fresh air, the cold, breaths are going to feel good. So, there's some upside. Just make some hot chocolate in the morning and make a day of it, Because, yeah, that always is like, that is really annoying to have to do. But just think of how much literal and metaphorical weight you're lifting off of your brother's shoulders, What makes it worse is the immense amount of snow and ice we have. Oh, yeah, never mind. That sucks. That's all bad. Yeah. See, I don't have to factor that in where I live almost ever, so yeah, snow isn't much of a thing here, but oh man, that does suck. It sucks a lot. Okay, so I'm going to be very chaotic here. If I die, I die, but I just want to see if I'm able to force soak. I mean, like, you shouldn't. Like, you, as a healer, you should not be able to do that, but we're going to try it out. Ooh, the hunter got 3. Hold on. Kinda goated. Yeah, Way of the Serpent feels so cool during moments like this when you're like forced to just run around and heal. Let's see if we can get 3. You can. It doesn't one-shot you to get the 3rd one, but it definitely cranks. Yeah, it's just a chaotic way to do it, but it's kind of like almost how you have to do it. Alright, come here, Hunter. Okay, we'll let the Hunter be the chaos. Seems like some DPS are going crazy. Oh, they did just buff. They did just buff Unholy Death Knight a ton, didn't they? We are definitely seeing that. Unholy looks kind of crazy. Whoa. Nice. Yeah, what is going on with Unholy? I feel like they're doing crazy damage. Mika Gura, what's up, dude? How are you doing? Hey, LV, dropping by as a usual viewer from Vlad's channel. I definitely recognize your name, but to see first-time chatter, it feels weird. Because I feel like we've been talking for like a week now. A week as in like a few days time spread across months. But it's good to see you. We're going to be testing some healers today on the beta, so if you're curious about healer play, right now we're just warming up with like a fun, wacky build for Mistweaver. Because like you see here, I'm literally just lightninging. There's not much to gather from this gameplay. But yeah, we're going to be testing some other healers. And we're going to have fun today. Definitely going to have fun today. I've been really wanting to play beta all week, and the servers have just been down. So it's just nice to be able to log back in again. Like, honestly, a build like this, I'm kind of like leaning into the Jade Lightnings much more than usual. And we're like competing with a Blood Death Knight, which is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. But it is very good to see you. Hopefully I said your name correctly too, because I remember hearing Vlad say it the other day. I think it was yesterday. And I was like, oh, that's how it's said. So I don't remember how he said it, but yeah. Okay, these guys really hurt. I know they did a lot of tuning in this dungeon. They did a lot of upward tuning. I don't remember if they did any downward tuning, though. It looks like it, because, yeah, that would have half-helped, like, the whole party last week. Here's a bolt. Yeah, that bolt. Yeah, they definitely tuned these guys down. This was, like, the hardest pull of the entire dungeon. Times 12, you know? And now it's not much. Yeah, they definitely made this pool pretty trivial. I did not mean to press Yulon, but here we are. Alright. Handled it with Yulon. What's my opinion on Resto Druid? I definitely think they were doing way too much healing last week. Way too much healing last week. I'm pretty sure they got a bunch of nerfs. If I'm interpreting the notes that we got today are like they're in that weird form, so they're kind of hard to interpret a lot because it's like a lot of coding jargon and whatnot. But it looked like what they did was they blanket nerfed Resto Druid a ton, but then buffed like specific things like regrowth and stuff. So I definitely think if that's the case, if how I'm reading it is correct, and they nerfed like some more splash damage and just gave it like overall nerfs, but then came back through and buffed the things that needed buffs to like relative buffs, even though nothing in Resto Druid needed buffs, then I definitely think it's going to be fantastic. Like I am really enjoying Resto Druid on the beta, but the only version of Resto Druid I've played so far is while it was like actually broken. Like it was just a really, really overtuned healer on the beta for the past few weeks. So yeah, if you're asking for what my opinion is on the times that I have played it, it's just that it has been overtuned. But it's still been a good time. It's still been a very good time. Kind of want a revival here. But I really, really like Resto Druid. It was my first ever character I made in this game, and it still like holds that like sentimental value. I still really enjoy it. I'm just now starting to like push on live servers, and part of me was debating should I play Resto Druid or just push on my Mistweaver, and I ended up going with my Mistweaver just because what I got all my reps in, but. Or I ended up going with my Mistweaver. I don't know what I just said, but I went with my Mistweaver. I don't regret it, but I'm like, I kind of do wish I could have played Resto Druid more, because Resto Druid Season 3 of the War with them was so much fun. Okay, my mana is a little sus here. I did not know I was in Yulon. I just wasted that. I don't really like having the boss stand over a circle of his. Yeah, we are completely Yikes. Okay, so someone got their third stack, and we just dropped 2 more puddles. That sucks. I do have a revival that I'm probably just gonna have to use here. Yeah, we might wipe here just because I don't have any mana. Let's just press revival. Let's get some punches and kicks in. Oof, come on, people. Don't have enough mana to deal with that. That is crazy right there. People are getting hit by orbs left and right. Yikes! Come on, people. What are we doing? Honestly, it's crazy that we could have timed this. I mean, it's literally a beta key. Timing doesn't matter, but it's just fun to see, like, if you can time it still. Yeah, I definitely can tell, like, they have... Oh, I just got hit by that. They have fixed a lot of what was wrong with this dungeon. Like, the Eagle boss literally was not working. The trash before this boss was way too overtuned. And both of those things were tuned. Other than that, like, I haven't really noticed much that they tuned. Maybe they reduced the first boss health a bit. Either that or just our Unholy Death Knight just, like, nuked that boss. Can't really tell. But, that boss definitely did die a lot quicker. Oh yeah, it's your last bit of mana on a Spirit-Fonted, Yulon-boosted Enveloping Mist. Feels good. Yeah, I mean, this is just, like, such a chaotic way to do this fight. Tanking the boss, like, in his little puddles is kind of crazy, because you have barely any time to react if one of the balls goes through the boss. And then there's just so much open room. Plus, since they all diverge from the point of their spawn, it's very weird. It's very, very weird.
Oh dear. It seems the parameters
Wait, is this the non-Chi build? Yeah, we're just giving it a shot. Honestly, the build feels fine. It's just that you have to be able to... It feels fine right now in, like, a 12. Like, I don't think... We had a lot of deaths to, like, aggro and just, like, stupidness here. So, like, I'm not going to take anything from that. The problem with this build is that you have to, like, go from doing, like, very clear maintenance healing to immediately doing slamming ramping healing. Like, there's no ramp up time between, and that is the thing that I think is going to hold this build back in the high end. So, like, when when the damage, like, first slams your party, like, then you have to Thunder Focus Tea slam healing. And yeah. Vlad is having fun with Resto, that's for sure. I know, dude, his series is so fun to watch. I never watch other content creators' videos, but his, like, I actually am watching. Let's see. Never been a healer. Well, in kind of Resto Shaman for a short time, but thinking of giving it a try at midnight. I mean, like, it's getting a lot of flack, but it's kind of just in this, like... It's very clearly in a beta state healing. I definitely think they're just making strides, honestly. Like, I'm going to be that guy. Tried playing Fellowship again today. Game is so dead. Sag. Yeah, it definitely died way quicker than I thought it would. Way quicker. Like, I made one Fellowship video, and I'm pretty sure I made it a day late. And that day was, like, damning for it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. This build... So I love casting builds, but... leaning into Crackling Jade Lightning spam is like the Crackling Jade Lightning spam is boring. It just is boring. Like, there's just no other way to put it. When you don't build to do big punches and kicks, your punches and kicks barely do anything. So the damage of this build is just, I don't want to sit there and spam Jade Lightning. It's just boring. The healing though is fine. You see there, like, the healing of the Jade Lightning is, like, fine. But, yeah, just, I don't know. I don't know. This build, I don't think this is my favorite caster build there has ever been, personally. Spent an hour and 50 minutes in queue and didn't finish a single dungeon. Either people left before the dungeon started or, oh, yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Well, I spent, like, a whole night trying to get a key done that was, like, literally a key. It's literally a resilient key. And just people kept wiping to stupid stuff because only, like, bad players queue, so you kind of are forced to, like, you don't want to sit there for 2 hours waiting on a good DPS to queue up. So you just, like, have to take these people that I swear have, like, Lego heads attached to their shoulders. Like, it's crazy. I want the game to be good again, but I don't know. I mean, it's just so heavily reliant on YouTubers playing it, you know what I mean? Maybe if, like, Midnight actually fully flops, which I doubt, then maybe everyone will flock to Fellowship again. Leaving and proper group game is fun, but not possible to play with leavers. Yeah, I mean, it definitely gave, like, WoW devs a kick in the rear to, like, in the direction that we want them to go. But other than that, like, I don't know. It's hard to make a game like that survive with the competition that it has. Okay, this build. I don't think we want Lotus Infusion. But we kind of have to take it. Kind of sucks. I wish that like all of our cool stuff is in this bottom tier. I wish that like one cool thing would move up. Like maybe like Morning Breeze should be on a node with Lotus Infusion. Because why is it on a node with Jade Empowerment? That's kind of dumb to me. But I would really like to go Morning Breeze. What could we swap? What could we swap? I don't know. I guess maybe we go without it. Okay, let's go ahead and get back into the case. So this one we're playing a more standard build, but it's a conduit build. This is a slightly modified version of Rish's build that they sent me. But we're playing conduit. Conduit has been more surprising than I thought it would be. Especially because like without Jade Empowerment, you would think Conduit's losing a lot, but really with like its Spirit Font, Strength of Black Ox interactions, it does some cool things outside of like with your Thunder Focuses. It's not as cool as Jade Empowerment was, or not as strong, I would say. I mean, I don't know, that's debatable. But Celestial Conduit itself also received a buff, so you no longer like really have to. What you'd have to do before is you would have to pair Conduit with another strong effect, like a Jade Empowerment. Now you don't really have to do that. Void Scar Arena, what is that? Void Scar Arena? Have I done that dungeon? What is Void Scar Arena? I don't know. But yeah, okay, let's see. Let's hop into a key. So we're playing Conduit. I kind of do want to go Morning Breeze, though, especially in a Conduit build, because we should be like kicking more often. M plus is the only reason I play WoW also. Yeah, same. I really, really, really want to get into PvP for some reason. I don't know why. I just want to go on like a PvP arc. I feel like it's time, right? Let's buy some of these for the week. Alright, what key are we running? What did I say I was going to run? Oh, I guess I can't run it because that's last week. Let's do Skyreach. Apparently they did some cool changes to Skyreach. Skyreach is a pretty hard key to time. But I know they definitely tuned it down a bit. They made it more manageable. I apparently have 2 keys. Let's do 12 for now. And then we'll just keep blasting. So let's queue up our key. By the way, if any of you guys are on the beta, y'all are more than welcome to queue up. In fact, I encourage it. I would love to do some keys with you guys. Let's just do relaxed. I don't know. Let's see. I missed a lot of chats, though. I know I missed some from Freddy, so let me catch up. Mythic Plus mode might be flop, but overall Midnight Expansion will be good with housing and stuff. Yeah, like they're definitely like nailing it with some some extracurricular things, I guess, but Mythic Plus is a little bad. Apparently the raid testing has gone really well. I just could not for the life of me care to raid test with a UI. I tried it, I didn't care to. But apparently the raid is really fun, and like how you heal and stuff is fun too. But yeah, Mythic Plus is rough. Like rough compared to like how it's been recently. I'm gonna do like beta. I'm gonna change the stream title a bit. Beta Mistweaver Testing. And then for you YouTube viewers, I'm gonna take drops out of the title really quick. So bear with me here. I just think it's better to do. Let's do live. And oh, I pressed the wrong thing. What do you guys think? Those of you who watch on YouTube, is it annoying to see drops in the title? Basically, I go live through a software, and that software I kind of have to set the title for both simultaneously. And it's just like really annoying because I put drops in the title because there are drops on Twitch, but don't really want them to be, or want it to be showing on YouTube. Game's fun, but not possible to play with levers. Yeah, for sure. The game's fun, like you're saying, it's just hard to play. I claimed plot, planted a tree, and left. Yeah, I claimed a plot, set down like the first initial stuff that you can buy for free, and then left. I really want to look into housing more because I want to suit up my house. Maybe you guys can like help me build a house. Give me like not help me build one, but like give me good recommendations of decorations. I really want like a Pandaria house. Like that's what I really want. Or like purple, like stuff that's like purple and green. I feel like those two colors look really good together in the houses. But if y'all know of any decorations that are like that or that would look good, send them my way. Like post them or type them in, and I'll like Google them and how to find them. And together we can build the perfect house. Do you think Caster Monk will become viable? No. I think it's personally, as of now, I think Caster Monk is going to stay where it is in terms of viability, where it'll feel fine in like lower to mid-level keys. Like people are going to be like, how are people not playing this in the high end? But then you play it in the high end and it just can't like burst heal, or like it can't reliably heal through every type of damage mechanic. Like its healing profile isn't as well rounded as like the fist weaving build, even still, in my opinion. How does healing feel with the pruning? Certain healers feel it a lot more, and I'll talk about this in my next video, Nasala, where I'm going to be doing like a healer fun tier list. I'm going to be comparing each healer not only to the other healers, but I'm going to compare them to their past selves and say like how I think they've gotten more fun and from what they used to be. But some healers definitely feel the pruning much more than the others. Like Holy Priest is a great example. Like Holy Priest feels the pruning much more than every other healer, because like for Resto Druid, for example, because Resto Druid was like a 10 button rotation, right? Holy Priest was like a 4 button rotation, and now they've like removed 2 of the buttons, and you can choose to remove a third. Like it's bad. It's not that, you know, made those numbers up off the top of my head, but it's like it's that bad, you know. So yeah, Holy Priest feels the pruning more, even though it like didn't have as much. But like a spec like Resto Shaman lost a lot, so they also feel it a lot. But they had a lot of buttons, so you don't like, you know, some of the buttons just get lost on you, you know. But the pruning, I definitely think every healer's in like a fine spot design wise. I just think that there needs to be some like I's dotted and T's crossed, you know what I mean? Like, and they have been doing that. Like if you look like just stupid things like Manifestation last week still mentioned Chi Burst. It says like Chi Burst and Chi Wave deals 50% increased damage, but since they removed Chi Burst from Mistweaver, it's now just Chi Wave, and it now just mentions Chi Wave. So there's like a lot of different like cosmetic things like that are still kind of lingering. But then there's also some like design holes where like they removed a spell and then all of its interactions are still kind of in the game. So I don't know, just you've definitely noticed that hole a lot more. They removed enough add-ons that maybe PvP is better now. True. I definitely feel like as someone who wants to get into PvP, everyone else just has like all these add-ons that just give them so much better information that like I can't keep up. PvP in a raid PvE game is Sag, just like Mythic Plus in a raid PvE. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard for them to balance 3 different games within one, for sure. Been playing WoW since I was 9. It's hard to play other MMOs. Yeah, every time that like one comes out, I'm like, should I? Nah, you know. Like what was that one, like New World or something? That one blew up for a bit, and then like I just haven't heard anything about it. Maybe it's still around. Maybe it could be huge. I have no idea, but all of them just come and go. Even like Final Fantasy, I feel like there was a year or two where you've heard about Final Fantasy like almost every day, especially playing WoW and like in YouTube videos and stuff. It was just mentioned. I haven't heard about Final Fantasy in a long time. Also, Mikagura says, Pandaria, look at this one that I just found. Okay, let's check it out. So we have a Pandaria house. I mean, like, this looks amazing. This looks amazing and is very Pandaria. But I really want, like, like the cherry blossom style from Pandaria. You know what I mean? Like, this is more my speed, the inside. Also, how do you add floors in your house? Let's go and like this. This is nice. How do you add, like, different floors? My house is so lame. It's just, like, one floor, one room. Is it because of the plot that I picked, or do you have to, like, buy or upgrade your house to have different floors and stuff? See, this is really cool how it's like a temple on the inside. This is the Pandaria I mean. The outside I feel like is a little boring. Dude, that is sick. That is sick. Okay, I don't just want to become like a reaction stream, so we're gonna click through it. Yeah, this looks nice. Okay, we've seen this room. Ooh, I love it. I love the brewery. This dude is deep in it. Look at his transmog too. He's RP walking too. Go for this guy. Okay, we have a hidden room. How do you have so many rooms in your place? It's crazy. Okay, very cool, very cool. No tanks though. No tanks. All right. New World was canceled. New World has a dedicated fan base. Wait, was New World canceled though? Hold on. Let's look that up. New World canceled. New World discontinued. It says no, it was not discontinued, but Amazon has ceased new content updates after the final release season 10. So it's not canceled, they just stopped producing. So it's kind of like in Heroes of the Storm state, where like they might do some like tuning patches here and there, but like no more like dev work on it. That's crazy. I mean, I feel like any MMO is going to have a dedicated fan base because people are, look, we're afraid to admit it, but we probably are all addicted. So you can a top floor in the floor plant. So you can get like a top floor in the floor plant. Hey, it's Rish! Rish, carry us to victory if this is you. This person has your name though if it's not you. Let's go to Skyreach. I haven't done Skyreach in a minute. I guess no one has because it's been out or off for a week. But I'll open my, after this dungeon, I'll open my retail, my live, I guess, and go to my house and kind of just show you guys. Like, it's literally just the free decorations you have, or that you get from, like, buying from the vendors. And it looks really stupid, but... What's up, buddy? Saw you needed a tank. What's up, Rish? Skyreach is hell now, by the way. Enjoy. Oh, God. What makes it hell? I thought Skyreach was pretty rough in its first iteration, but all I saw in the notes was that, like, they, like, changed the name of something to make it make more sense, and, like, changed the AI of something, and... But maybe I missed some, like, upward tuning? Like, did they buff the damage and stuff? Let's try to find that on Wowhead. Mythic Plus Dungeon Tuning. Yeah, okay, this is it. Let's see. Let's go to Skyreach. Improvements to ground target visuals. That was definitely needed. Okay, Ranjit. Address an issue where Coalesced Wind is damaging and knocking back all players. So, okay. Rakron. Address an issue where Sunwing doesn't melee attack while channeling Burning Pursuit. Okay, so it just wasn't hitting. And then High Sage Virix. Scorching Ray. They reduce the damage. So I don't see any changes that could have made this more difficult. First boss somehow is worse to see things, and the last boss is a non-stop healing check. They also changed a bunch. Well, yeah, the last boss was already a non-stop healing check. They also changed a bunch of ads, so there's just more circles and such. Yeah, Skyreach. So, so what Rish is saying that the improvements to how you can see things on the floor has actually made things worse. That's crazy. Let's see what they're talking about though. Let's form our own opinion from this. We're also just kind of like we're the physical guy in the magical comp, so hopefully they don't notice. All right, let's jam. Let's do it. /RC. 10. We'll have to count down 10 so these guys get their metas off. At least there's healing to be done on last boss now. So I didn't see any tuning for the last boss. I feel like they nerfed the last boss, right? Am I wrong? I feel like maybe I read that wrong, but it said damage was reduced.
Embrace it. Leave your sanity behind.
Okay, we're doing a lust pull. I also need to remember I am playing Conduit. Okay, I also remember I am playing Jade Bonds. And we have Dance with Chi-Ji. Okay, that is much easier to see. Also, my life cocoon didn't go on who I targeted with it again. We're gonna need the Thunder Focus here to utilize Heart of the Jade Serpent. Okay, we have a big Shayloons lined up. Let's go and Dance of Chi-Ji. Try to get that Dance of Chi-Ji stack back. Yikes, I am trapped here. Am I good? Need to be ready. No! Mage! Mage and Warlock! Okay, Mage alter time back or some, like, blinked back or something. That was sick. God, that Shayloons did nothing for healing. Alright, so apparently I was already annoyed by the visuals of this boss, but apparently they're even worse than they were before, so a dandy old time. Let's Dance of Chi-Ji before we lose it. Chi-Ji. Whoa, that is hard to see. I almost did not see that there. I'm glad I did. But yeah, it's hidden by the terrain. The outer ring is not visible, or hides the visual of that circle. So I'm guessing that's what they're talking about with the visuals being worse. Whoa. Oh, that was clutch. Oh my god. Oh, that is so sick. Yeah, we can't kick it. Oh my gosh, dude. I just, like, clenched my chair. Ooh. That was close. Okay, we're about to get repelled again. Okay, there we go. Someone kicked it. Lord knows I can't. Yikes, dude. That was the closest fall I've ever had. Thank God for that random spike sticking out of this platform. Platform might be buggy, but we are grateful. Goodness. Whew. Just monk shenanigans. Okay, I'm gonna save my Thunder Focusing for healing because I remember this boss is pretty heal checky. Gonna drink our Mana Tea to get our Shayloons back. I just wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, I guess I am focused on the healing. It is hard when it targets me with the mechanics. I need to be better about realizing that. I also haven't done this boss in like a week, and I've only done it like 4 or 5 times, so. Don't pop Chi-Ji. So that visual is easier to see. Oh god. Okay, we need a conduit here soon. Just keep our cycle going. Watch out, DH. No. Ooh. Little step was cute. Okay, I am going to conduit. I'm just not reaching these casters, man. Oh, yeet. Gonna drink up. He's about to Gale Surge. I could not see what that was going at. A lot of these visuals are better, but yeah, like when you tank them on this like edge platform, some of it does get hidden. I wish that these circles, as they're about to spawn, showed an arrow in the direction that they're about to spawn in. That's a yikes from me. Big ol' yikers. Yeah, this boss is going to take some getting used to, for sure. That DH is stressing me out, man, with that little blink they're doing. I could Chi-Ji again. Or I could not.
I'm out of range.
I'm about to get knocked. Oh no! What? I rolled on! Oh, that's such a scam! Okay, so apparently you can't do that. Apparently you can't do any shenanigans. I was literally letting it knock me off so I could roll back on. They don't want you to do any mechanics or any shenanigans where you like bounce off the platform to get around a swirly or something, I'm guessing. Oh, but that would be so cool. Also, I should not have Chi-Ji'd now. I should have Chi-Ji'd the next pool. But I guess Chi-Ji'ing now lets me Chi-Ji 2 pools ahead. Yeah, all the stairs in this dungeon is so hard to see these swirlies. Yikes. Ah, what? Ah, I tried to touch a death and it just grew a shield out of nowhere. What the heck? I like the idea of it. I'm just way better at DPS healing. Healing's just not for you. Yeah, it takes a specific set of skill. Yeah, this is about to just go off again. Oh, I stunned it. Nice. Okay, now it's recovery time. That solar flare is going off. We have to focus the orb, guys. The orb. The orb. It's okay. Yeah, we wipe and go again. We're for. Oh, God! Couldn't drink our manatee stacks. Yeah, no one. I feel like I was the only one hitting the orb. I'm sure it was like me and Rish, but no one is hitting this orb, man. Apparently that bleed kind of chunks. I guess maybe he doesn't want to pull this into that pack. We should have had this guy dead before anyways, so yeah. Alright, hit the orb, people. Hit the orb and get the cast. I guess I can pair this one. I can stun the next one if I need to. There we go. People swap into it. Much better. all it takes. You just have to kick the cast, swap to the orb. But people were not willing.
I'm out of room.
I just pressed my Jade Fire Stomp button. The boss does frontal on beams ending now. I'll have to see it to know what that means. Let's go in Conduit. Yeah, you see Conduit's healing is a lot more reliable. The damage of Conduit, though, has gone down a bit, I think. Dude, shout out the healing elixir. It's popping off. I will say that Strength of the Black Ox Shield is pretty hefty. It scales up on the person that you actually have cast it on, like your Enveloping Mist on. So it is nice in moments like that to slam it on the tank and you see an actual sizable shield. I say sizable in Midnight standards shield onto that one ally. Like, it's almost like a delayed spot heal on the ally, whereas before it was just this minimal shield. Like, if I put it on my tank, it's basically like a 20k shield, which isn't like the worst thing ever, especially when you take into account, like, watch the mage's health bar. I guess it's not that good, because a 0 stack Shayloons with an Enveloping Mist on them is doing what, like 50k? No, it's doing about 19k. Oh, 19k non-crit. Let's just cast one on myself. 14k. I feel like that was the Gust of Mist, though. 50k. Okay, it is 50k. Never mind. Okay, so we should definitely... Oh, yeah. I'm not paying attention to mechanics because I was marking tank. I'm so sorry. We're back. So that's new. Interesting. So it just forces everyone to move. So you can't just like plant and cast all fight. The frontal is also a clearer visual, but you don't need a clearer visual for after the frontal hits, you know? That's kind of pointless. Whoa. How far does this reach? Okay, so the visual is pretty spot on for how long it extends to. Good to know. That mage is over there like jumping and stuff, like, I'm in my combustion. Can't soak. Yikes, dude, that hurts. Oh, also my mana, oops. I have a 10 stack Shayloons ready. Stay there, Warlock. I'm gonna pass this to you in a second. Ah, Warlock, why'd you move? Killing me, Smalls. I think the ideal way to do this mechanic, not practical at all, but have one person roaming around, like, behind everyone. Kind of, like, taking the beam from them, like, every now and then. You know what I mean? Okay, I have Thunder Folksy for this one. But just like relieving them from the beam duty every like few seconds, you know. Maybe that's the healer's job. Very nice. Shrink up a little bit of mana tea, get those Shaylin stacks back. Let's keep cruising. So yeah, the visuals on that boss are a little bit better. The frontal timing was better too. I do like that version of this boss a little bit better, if I'm being honest. Oh boy. Alright, let's spin and rely on Chi-Ji procs. I want to make a weak aura. I guess it's kind of obsolete now, but you know that song where it's like, I'm not gonna sing it, but the like dance dance. I want to make a weak aura that does that like every time that we get the proc. Ooh, it would go off. I feel like Dance of Chi-Ji is procking a lot less though than it was before. I wonder if they modified how often it procs. Don't touch the eggs. Okay, the fact that I don't know what eggs he's talking about kind of concerns me. They added eggs apparently.
Our might moves the skies.
Interesting.
Behold.
All right, let's see this fight. How do they buff it? Yeah, it is pecking the mage. Y'all saw that damage? As soon as it spawned, it trucked the mage. You gotta run from it, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so I'm guessing he turns into an egg. Yes, okay, I now see the egg. It's under a bunch of little golem people, but... there is an egg, nonetheless. So that was my Chi-Ji. I'm kind of pants down for like 2 minutes. I have to conduit this one. Okay, it kind of sucks that it keeps targeting the mage. I guess I conduit. I mean, this boss is giving like more of that healing philosophy that they wanted to have. So I'm guessing the eggs are how they respawn now? Oh, I need to hide. What am I doing? You see, like, I don't really need to, like, burst everyone's health bar up. I just need to keep them stable enough to survive this thing. Mage, you gotta help me help you, buddy. Can you stun it? You can. Okay. And then, yeah, you have plenty of time to top them up after you kill the ad. I'm gonna sit on this Strength of Black Ox proc. Okay. We're good. I have Chi-Ji. Big Chikacoons. With a big Shayloons lined up. It is awkward that that egg is like right in melee. I like this version of this boss a lot more. Let's go and touch a death boss. I might conduit here. Yeah, I'm going to conduit because we have a lot of downtime here on this run up. Seems worth it. I like that version of the boss more. I will say it would get super annoying if you like accidentally hit a like an egg or something. That would be so annoying. Especially in like a big prog key, you're going like deathless up until that point, you make it to that boss. You step on an egg, spawn an additional guy. You just have to deal with it the rest of the fight. Maybe I should be saving my rolls for this part. I definitely need to do practice of this maze on Mistweaver to see what kind of tech you can use. Oh, there was a gate here the whole time. That is tech. I don't have any rolls. Oh my gosh, I'm a noob. Yeah, maybe I should like save one roll charge for if I get knocked up. Last boss does dots every few seconds, lots more damage. Okay, so the way it's sounding, I'm kind of regretting going Jade, what's it called? 2-minute Jade-Bond. Kind of regretting going Jade-Bond if that's the case. If it's just like constant rot damage, definitely think Gift is going to be better here if that's the case. You see just how hard this dungeon is at the time? Yeah, we wiped stupidly earlier, but this boss seems like it has a really rough timer. Or this dungeon seems like it has one. Okay, I've Conduit, Chi-Chi, and Revival. See what I mean though? I feel like Dance of Chi-Chi is just not proccing. I have to say it so it procs. I don't want to sing it, proceeds to sing it. Oh, Misfit. You think that was my voice? Did you hear angels calling? No, that was not me singing. Trust me, you would know. You would know. Usually my singing voice is accompanied by... Never mind. I'm not going to say it, but... Yeah. I need a conduit here. Keep the train rolling. We have Strength of the Black Ox plus Spirit Font plus a Dance of Chi-Chi proc. Feels really nice to top up health bars. Let's slap Strength onto the tank. Strength on the mage. Okay, now I need a conduit here, I guess. No, maybe not. I have Thunder Focusy that we're going to need to use before conduit. In fact, I'm just going to send it now. Pop Spirit Font on everyone, and then spin away. Drink our Manatee back. Dance. Alright. I guess you do get a lot of percent pretty quickly here at the end. This is a lot of boss to put, or a lot of trash to put between two bosses. It's like very back end heavy. I'm gonna stun that. I guess I can use Thunder Focusy for damage here for a Jade Fire Stomp. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Okay. I am terrified of these. Going conduit. Come on, mage, live. Gotta get Thunder Focus T. We can use it on damage again. God, I love being a monk. Okay, our warlock did get booped into trash over there and he died. But man, I love playing a monk. I love playing a monk. Holy. Oh, I'm a fan of You Spin Me Right Round. I like that one too. Honestly, every time you press spinning crane kick, just play that song in its entirety and make them overlap. And then that way, you're punishing Blizzard if they ever make us a spin spec again. I should be pressing something. I'm just terrified to use buttons before this boss. After what I've heard from... What did the Warlock even die to there? What the heck? Warlock just walked up the stairs. Did he die to his own Burning Rush? I feel like he just Burning Rushed himself to death. That is crazy. I love the staff. Yeah, the staff is one of the goofy ones that gives you... that you can buy from the PvP vendor. It's just like the best staff you can buy from the vendors. Don't hate on Burning Rush, Warlocks are on wheelchairs. I'm not hating, I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure he just rotted to his own Burning Rush while he's running back. Now he's just running back again. He's getting the Burning Rush simulator. I tried to cocoon him, he was LOS. Just stay down. Stay down, I can't get to you. I literally just tried to heal him. Where is his body at? Because it's showing he's in range. Yeah, he was LOS. I got you, buddy. Are you effing kidding? Yeah, to be fair, how did that bird jump to him, apply a bleed, and then like stay over here though? That was crazy. Okay, so maybe it wasn't his Burning Rush. Maybe it was that the... Okay, over ground poop over there, please, he says. So apparently this boss has a lot of rot damage, so I might have to focus up. I have big Shaylins, I have Thunder Focus that I need to use first. Kick Solar Blast. Yikes. Oh, that's cool. He did kind of double up there from bouncing back. What are we hitting if not the Zealot? What are we doing? Okay, nice. God, the UI makes it pretty annoying to play Mistweaver sometimes, because I keep thinking that I'm starting a channel of Soothing Mist, but it's not. Rich says, why was it on me? I don't know. See, like, I just cocooned the mage and it went on me. What is with this UI, man? It's so buggy. This boss is about to start getting harder. We're gonna have less and less time to bring them down. Let's go on Chi-Ji. I haven't had to press Chi-Ji once this whole fight. We really need to burst this guy down. I am going to pop Thunder Focus Tea just for a Jade Fire Stomp. I'm also still in Chi-Ji. Yeah, why is it going on the tank like multiple times? That's crazy. I mean, yeah, this boss does that little beam that it just shot at me and like a few other players. It did hit me twice, so that's why I have more of a dot. It is more damage than it was last week. Oh, this person might be dead. Come on, mage. No! Ah, I tried. Oh, I trolled so hard with that touch of death. Maybe I should have just let him float away so he could like keep casting from afar. Mage typed wait. Maybe he was telling me to wait to kill it, I guess. I have no idea. Okay, here we have Conduit. Go and press it. It's so weird. It keeps targeting the tank. Okay, yeah, that was a lot more damage. But it wasn't that bad. Not that bad. Dungeon is fun, though. I will say, I think the dungeon got better. I think the dungeon definitely improved. The first boss definitely has some, like, weird visuals and stuff. Wonder if you can ring a piece to stop. Yeah, ooh, maybe. Maybe. You mean the one that was jumping around and stuff? You can, nice. So many people are going to die to those knockbacks in the first couple weeks. Yeah, it's crazy. I thought you couldn't Burning Rush to death anymore. Yeah, maybe it wasn't Burning Rush to death, but he Burning Rushed to, like, lethal and then got clipped by an ad that was kind of weird. Rich said, I think you are mental. That honestly felt better. I honestly think it wasn't as bad. They did kind of botch some. I just think this dungeon's weird. Like, this little extra platform on the corner is higher, if you see that. And that first boss ring is made from that same kind of thing, but I think it's even more elevated. So like if you get a swirly that's half on, half off of that outer ring, then it just, I don't know, it makes it more difficult to see. Let's see, where are we going next? Should we use this trinket? Bathe your target in a radiant light, healing them for 60k. And our healing spells will also... Ooh, so we kind of put like a beacon on them for 20 seconds. That's kind of cool. It's a cool trinket. Bad healer, 1 death equals 1 spank. Oops, did I let us wipe? Oh, God. Always healer's fault if someone dies. Yeah, big true. Big true. No, I'm not the best tank. LO main healer. Only got 3,400 on lives, so figuring out a bit. Nah, Rich, you're doing great. You were doing great. Are Conduit and Chi-Chi still the same button? No, they are not. They are not. They scrapped that. That was a dog design. Dog design. Big old dog design. It's like, look, I just conduited, and I haven't Chi-Chi'd in the past minute. But yeah, yeah. I think I remember that. Yeah, it was like weird because you had to conduit within a minute after pressing Chi-Chi, and it's like, why would you do that? Or like Yulon, why would you do that? You know, like, why would you make that restriction? Okay, let's see. What dungeon are we going to next? Seat of the Triumvirate. Which one is that? Oh, that's the weird one. Let's go there. This dungeon's hard too. I feel like this is going to be one of the harder ones next season. Let's do Seat. Let's go. Wait, Rish, you were doing very well. I kind of want to keep playing with Conduit, but I might want to swap things up. Let's see. Morning Breeze. Let's do overall damage. Ah, see, it's showing our last dungeon too. But I guess this is nice because we can compare our Jade Lightning. Golly. Even though we just did guys, this is crazy. We did a caster key and then we did a fist weaving key. Okay. On the caster key, I was playing a little bit of Jade Empowerment, doing some crackling Jade Lightnings, and then now in our overall DPS between both keys, you see just how much more Jade Lightning is than our other sources. But to be fair, Fist Weaving's damage is the sum of the parts. So if you take maybe 95% of each of these sources damage, but all of Spinning Crane Kicks, but 95% of Tiger Palm, Rising Sun Kick, and Blackout Kick, add those together, add in Spinning Crane Kick, and then compare it to Jade Lightning. Now it makes more sense. So Jade Lightning's still doing less. Because when I was playing the caster build on single target, I was doing these 3 punches and kicks. And on AoE, I was doing Jade Lightning, so I guess it does make sense. Missed the caster key. It's fine. It's the first key we did of the stream, so if you go back and watch the VOD after the stream, it'll be like the first thing you see. It was in Alcathar Academy. They did buff up Alcathar Academy. Our group was kind of weird, but it went fine. It was fun. The thing about that build, though, is that I feel like it's boring to watch the caster keys because your damage rotation in AoE is like Jade Lightning, Jade Lightning, Jade Lightning. You know, it's kind of weird, but this is kind of a cool little representation. Doing 2 dungeons back to back and then seeing the damage. Yeah, looking at it, though, you definitely see that the Fist Sweeping build is doing considerably more DPS. I also just knocked over a water cup, and luckily it's empty. That would have been bad. It was right on like all the cords of my PC. Oof. Would have been horrible. All right, we're going to do a Seed of the Triumvirate key. This key last week was like honestly brutal. Let's see. Did they do any changes to it? Addressed an issue where Merciless Subjugator's Chains of Subjugation fails to cast. Okay. That sounds like they buffed an ad because it wasn't hurting last week. I say last week, meaning the last week you could play it. Zeral the Ascended. Which boss is this? Improved visuals of Coalesced Void's Missile Visual. Is that the final? I feel like that's the final boss. Zeral. Let's check. Zeral, where you at? Oh, also I didn't post in Discord today. Let me post in the Discord. Maybe that's where all the friends are. They rely on the Discord posts. I was gonna try it, see if we could stream without it, but I definitely feel like it's been slower to start. So apologies. Let me post in Discord. All right. You know, I said we were gonna test. Oh, we're gonna test so many different healers. I'm just having fun on Mistweaver, so. Maybe I am having more fun on Mistweaver than I thought, but is it because of much is different? Or what? You know what I mean? Redeem 3 hydrates? What the heck? All I have is G Fuel. I'm out of water. I drank so much water before I went live. So I'm gonna hydrate with the sponsor of this channel, G Fuel. Shout out G Fuel. Try these flavors. Where's my hand? Try these flavors. Oh, my mic is blocking the best one though. Try that one. Watermelon. It's the best. Also, guys, this is like super sellouty, but I don't care. They're supporting a small streamer, and it's a really good, like, honestly, the brand, the people that work there are so nice. So yeah, Misfit, exclamation point G Fuel. Notice that it says that my affiliate link is only 20% off for December only. They're bumping up all creator codes just to support us for December. So you guys get 30% off if you use my code, which is like only like PewDiePie has a 30% code, like only the biggest people. So for them to give us small streamers a 30% code is like, it is just for the holidays, just for the month of December, but it gives you guys an opportunity to try it for a cheaper cost if you want to, and support me in doing so. I highly recommend Watermelon, by the way. That is like my jam. Also, I guess I drink. But 4 hydrates, I literally am out of water. Usually I have like so much water. Drink till you explode. Honestly, I'm already there. I shouldn't have drank as much as I did before I went live. But I chugged. I need to check if they ship to North Pole / Norway. I don't know where all they ship. I don't. So yeah, definitely check that. But watermelon flavor, got my recommendation. They just made a new formula that is like chef's kiss. Like the old formula, it would like chalk up at the bottom. You know how like some do. I need a hearth. But yeah, watermelon. Oh no, do I say it with a country accent? I am from the south of the U.S., so if I say watermelon. That sounds weird, but if I say watermelon, okay, I do hear it now. The watermelon. Highly recommend though. All right, let's get there. Seat of the Triumvirate. Did I even time a seat last week on this character? I don't think so. I know I timed one on my Resto Druid, and I didn't time it on my Rusty Shaman. I think I timed it on Disc Priest of all things, which was weird.
It must not be allowed to spread.
Did I?
Corruption.
Not even a 10. That's crazy. I mean, I was playing all healers last week. So let's jam it. What is my key? Let me make sure I changed it. Seat 12. Let's jam. Last boss is a lot better now. This place is fun. Okay, good. This dungeon is very fun, but these ads, one of these ads in this first room is very bugged, or at least it was last week. I know, Nick. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I definitely, like, I wanted to experiment, and I was like, man, why is, like, no one showing up? And it's because I didn't post in Discord. I'm like, experiment failed. Experiment definitely failed. Got to run out, but happy Friday and good luck with the stream. Yeah, Nick, I missed stream, or I missed raid last night. Kind of sad we haven't raided this week, but I appreciate you stopping in. Good luck on the holiday stuff. Okay, / ready check. You can interrupt the huge damage event from these ads now. Okay. But yeah, these guys were like definitely bugged, and they would nuke the tank. Like straight up nuke the tank. So we're hoping that it's better. Let's swap to DPS current. I kind of want to reset. No, I don't. Everyone's ready. Let's just 10 second. CD 10. CD 10. So let's see. Is this dungeon more playable now? By more playable, I just mean like less annoying.
Your fate entwines with mine.
The last boss visuals were horrible. Also, hopefully, we don't encounter it, but on the final boss of this dungeon, my game would like freeze anytime those big circles came out. We're gonna cocoon the tank early. Okay, yeah, I was trying to boop him in. Yeah, the double chain of subjugation is crazy. What do they do to change chains? Let me read that again. Address a issue where it just failed to cast. It froze as soon as he jumped in. Yeah. This dungeon I've noticed has the most like bugs. I don't mean like, sure, there are probably bugs where you like fall through maps and stuff, but this dungeon definitely has the most like visual crasher game type things. Reset. So hopefully that doesn't keep happening. Because yeah, as soon as he jumped in, he did just get melted.
An entity from the void has emerged.
Now let's amp up our key again. Let's jam. I'm just gonna do a countdown. We don't need a ready check. Alright, take two. Take two. Yeah, the double subjugator's kind of a crazy
The
pool,
way
though.
forward opens.
Not
and
gonna
your
lie,
fate
not gonna lie.
entwines with mine.
Nice Discord notification. Me and Nick needed to send our emojis. Yes, I appreciate it. I apologize for it being late. We also have not lusted yet. I wonder if I can... Yeah, you can Chiji to break this. So I guess I could Chiji and Tiger's Lust 2 people. The mage probably can blink out of it too, maybe? I don't know about that, though. Okay, so we split this pool in half, which is more manageable. But yeah, I definitely need to Chiji that first pool. But now I'm like, my pants are down, big down on this pool for this subjugator. So I'm going to Thunderfolk Seat into a conduit here. Not reaching the Warlock though. But did he want to be reached? Definitely want to heal off that heal absorb as soon as possible because it literally heals the subjugator, the big mini boss. Getting another chains. I do have Tiger's Lust though. I'm gonna break my own. Thunder Focus Tea away that heal absorb. Much better. So yeah, I definitely think 1 minute Chi-Chi could be just the play in this dungeon, just so you can break these chains more often. Let's just touch a death this guy. He's gone. But yeah, double subjugator's a crazy pool. Very crazy pool. But definitely doable with Lust and with people that can break their own chains. I'm gonna revival this one. Did not mean to press envelop and miss there. Oh yeah, this is where we should Lust, right? Just break our own. We're gonna immune the next one too. Yeah. Oh, that's a very late Lust. Whatever. A late Lust is better than no Lust at all. Yeah, I guess 2 minute Chi-Chi is really good because you can immune 3 chains back to back. It's not like the worst thing ever. Alright, do I remember this boss? Everyone is so perfectly spaced out for my for it to hit all of them. Oh god. Our tank is kind of succumbing to these ads that are like left over from that pool before. And also I don't think our DPS swapped to these ads at all. Ooh. Trying to help a lot there. Who's that on? The Warlock? I wish that it would show an indicator on his frame that he got targeted. I have to like look out and see who got targeted. That's kind of stupid. Let's go and drink up, get our Shayloons back. Yeah, we definitely need to focus ads more. Apparently I can just touch a death one. That's kind of crazy. I don't know why. Okay. I'm just going to say this and we're going to all forget that I said it and just move on from it. This boss makes me want to watch Zathura. Do y'all know Zathura? That like crappy old like Jumanji knockoff? I don't know why, but this boss makes me want to watch it. Is there like a scene in that movie from like that looks similar to this or something? Like what is it? Why am I wanting to watch Zathura? That frontal visual was kind of scuffed. I guess like his animation was scuffed about it. Focus boss. Whoa, don't roll through. Whew. That got sus at the beginning. I thought we were for sure gonna wipe. Alright, can we steal time after our lust mishap? Hey, how's it going? Yo, Ravikavis. What is going on, dude? It is very good to see you. We're jamming some beta keys. Testing all the new dungeon changes especially, but also the healer changes. But mostly the dungeon changes are kind of what there is to test today. But how are you doing, Ravikavis? It is so nice to see you. Let's spin here. I wonder if I shouldn't be. I kind of wish the Warlock would move in, because you see my... He's like the only one in danger right there, because he's just impossible to hit with my Conduit of the Celestials. Just can't reach him all the way out there. Goes at Howie? Dude, my dyslexia definitely, like, at your message just then. It took me a second. I feel like they updated visuals here, too. Oh boy. Okay, I have Chi-Ji. Also have Revival. I could just Revival the dots away. Let's just go on Chi-Ji. I guess I don't need a Chi-Ji and then immediately spam Enveloping Mist when I play Jade Bond. Yeah, we didn't kill Umbral before, so we're basically fighting like 2 mini bosses here. Let's Revival. Okay, our pants are down. Big down. I'm gonna use my defensive to get rid of my own. Oh no, this build doesn't have diffused magic. I'm trolling. Oh, but I live. Woo! I press my defensive because it gives me... There's a talent you can take that basically is diffused magic, but it tacks it onto your defensive. So I just basically wasted my defensive. I guess I didn't waste it because it is literally a defensive, but I used it for a purpose that wasn't there. Let's stop that bolt. Okay, we were desperate for a dance proc. Woo! Go on Cocoon the tank. I'm just gonna spin here. I was like, oh god, I have nothing. I was just praying that we got a dance proc, and we did. It like came perfect timing too. Okay, I don't really have much here. I'm about to have Conduit. So I'm going to drink my Mana Tea so I get my Shaylun stacks back. And that way I can like kind of buy time for Conduit. Okay, we should be fine now. How does the monk feel? Sunny, it's growing on me. I hate to say that it's growing on me. I really think Conduit is better. Conduit feels really good with like the Strength of the Black Ox plus Spirit Font. Like those two just go hand in hand. I really do like them two together. Master of Harmony is also, the new Master of Harmony is kind of growing on me, but I also just miss old Master of Harmony. I miss like how strong the tier set was. Whoa. This Evoker just tried to kill me. We're definitely wiping here. The Evoker just trolled so hard. The Evoker tried to rescue me into the big tentacle. Yeah, this is chaos. I'm just spinning and praying. Honestly, that's all we can do. But he tried to rescue me into the tentacle, and then, like, it knocked him into more trash over there. But we aren't wiping. We're kind of owning. Can you report people for trolling? I mean, this could just be a viewer that was just trying to do it funny, but I mean, yeah, that was an absolutely crazy pool to heal, to be honest. And it felt like we weren't even in trouble. Maybe, I kind of want to watch that back. I wonder how many dance procs we got there, because I just spun for a good chunk of it. But he tried to grip me into the puddle. Can you report for trolling? I don't know. Nice try, Evoker. I mean, look though, if I was playing an Evoker and if I would keybind Rescue, I'd do the same shit. Okay, I would do the same thing. I mean, you got to test it, right? This is what it's all about. Is testing the trolls too. See if they work as well. No, we lost one. Maybe he got bolted there. He definitely got chunked down. I might revival here, but the thing is, this boss is, at least it was last week, this boss is really hard to heal. I'm just gonna revival. We kind of needed a reset since I got here late. I have conduit here too. Oh, Warlock. Warlock, you are not in my range, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I should message the guy. I feel like we're the new Prez Evoker when you play Conduit. Like, we keep getting these moments where this Warlock is just like way out of our range. Pop it offensive. We have Thunder Folksty to heal. I'm not going to use Chi-Ji because this boss demands it. Nice dance proc. Stop burning Russian. There we go. Oh. Nice. We did have deaths there, but I mean, they were kind of just bound to happen if I'm being real. Because I got here a little late. Okay, do I remember this boss? Like, do I remember when to pop healing cooldowns? I guess we're gonna find out. Did y'all just hear that? I heard it in my ear, but it like pressed my button a bunch of times. And I think it just like bugged out there. Okay, that person has a bleed on them. The cast went off. Come on. Okay, there's Chi-Ji. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. The cast. Nice. Don't y'all love that like casts are like a prevalent part of bosses? They basically like dumbed down the bosses but said, hey, a cast is now a mechanic. Like, deal with this. Oh, but also healers can't help with the cast. Dude, evokers are squishy. The heck? The cast, nice. I have Thunder Folksy. I also have Conduit. I'm gonna slam both here. But what do I have now? I have a big Shayloons if I drink Mana Tea. Also do have my defensive. And Thunder Folksy, so we're kind of rolling right now. I'm gonna go ahead and cocoon the guy with a bleed. This is cringe. I have to run all the way. Oh, this is so cringe. Nice. Ramped up with a big Shayloons at the end. Very nice. Okay, that boss definitely felt a lot easier. The cast did go off. How we didn't wipe there, I have no idea. You playing Peer into Peace? Nigeria, Peer into Peace is built in now. Peer into Peace is literally built in. Isn't that awesome though? They finally did it. They were like, this talent is so awesome, let's just make it baseline. Okay, what does this do again? Eruption. It's a knock-up, yes. Makes sense. I'm gonna try to treat the Evoker kind of like a tank here. I mean, this pool doesn't seem very threatening unless you stand in the frontal, or if you pull more trash into it, that knock-up can probably get you into some trouble. But the Evoker seems like the squishy one here, so I'm gonna slam that shield onto him, just so he has like a 20k shield on him at kind of all times. Like right now, I'm gonna slam it on him. touch it at the higher health one, because I feel like this might get a little iffy. I'm going to conduit here so I can be healing while I'm knocked up. I'm standing right where I am because I'm hitting that Warlock. Since we're in our Heart of the Jade Serpent, I am going to Thunder Focus Tea as well. Let's go and stun that bolt. Speaking of movies, I don't know why I'm just thinking of movies right now. I started rewatching Lord of the Rings I guess not over the weekend. Throughout the week, I've been rewatching the first one. It's been a long time since I've seen the first Lord of the Rings, but I felt like, you know, it's winter. I feel like this is very good, like, vibey time to watch, like, Lord of the Rings and maybe the Hobbit movies and stuff. And this is gonna sound really stupid to say, but I forgot how fantasy-driven Lord of the Rings is. I know that's so stupid because I know it's literally a fantasy world, but I forgot, like, how deep into, like, fantasy. So I visited Texas a couple weeks ago, and we went to the Texas medieval fair. You know, everyone there is talking like they're medieval, you know, everyone's, like, in character, right? But, like, watching Lord of the Rings, hearing how, like, the elves talk and stuff, and, like, how deep into it they go, like, they definitely didn't care if it didn't appeal to the masses. They were just like, we're gonna, this is Lord of the Rings, like, deal with it, you know? So, God, it's so good. Ren fairs are awesome. It was my first one. We live, like, in travel distance to one that's close by, like a pretty big one, too. So, I could go to one more often. It's just that we've never been able to. And plus, I'm, like, the only one, like, really in my family that is kind of interested in it. This is kind of heavy healing. I think he got hit by an orb. We're going to cocoon him. We need to stun these casts, though. Gonna pair that cast. This ad is living a long time. But yeah, I've just never been to one. But God, it was so awesome. Like, every little store, I was like, I want everything. If I had money, I would have walked away with like 10 swords and like a battle axe, you know? Like, I wanted everything, but I just couldn't. I literally, the only thing I bought there was a fried Twinkie or something, because, you know, I've never had one. I was like, you gotta try one, right? It was the most overpriced dog water thing I've ever tried. It was so bad. So bad. But overall, the experience was just so awesome. We had, one of my friends bought, I need to heal. Give me a second. Whoa, I'm getting chunked. I'm gonna revival. Screw that. But one of my friends bought some mead. He bought 2 bottles of mead, and one of the bottles wasn't good, like, at all. And I was just like, okay, this is okay. But the other one, dude, I drank, I'm not even kidding, I drank, like, almost all of it. Because by then, everyone else had already drank some of it, and they weren't, like, trying to drink a ton either. I wasn't trying to drink a ton either, but, dude, I got kind of, like, a little bit sloshed off of a little bottle of mead. Dude, it was so good, though. It was so good. It tasted just like freaking grape juice, and those are the dangerous ones. I never drink too, so I was like, oh god. Oh god. But I didn't want to waste it. It was either, I meant to cocoon him, but I was in the middle of a developing miscast. So when I pressed cocoon on him, it didn't happen until it was like spell queued after my enveloping mist finished, and by then the warlock died. Or the evoker died. But it was either like throw it away or drink it, and I was like, I'll drink some of it to where I don't feel bad about throwing it away. But dude, it was so good. Use that strength of Black Ox plus a Shayloons on that guy. We need to drink up. Okay, this is the fun boss. Well, this is fun boss number 1. We're also down 1%. Yeah, missed a kick. Here's a billion damage. I know, right? I would type LOL, but I'm already like locked in. But it made me, like, I really want to go to more Renaissance fairs, and I want to go with my wife. My wife's not, like, super into it, but it would just be fun. Like, it's always so fun. Like, one underrated part of being married is, like, seeing your significant other, like, in their natural, like, not natural habitat, but, like, oh, God, what did he even die to? The cast, maybe? What killed him? That was... But, like, seeing, like, a different, like, a new side to your, like, significant other is always, like, really fun. And, like, maybe I don't want to take my wife to a Renaissance fair, because then, like, literally the amount of times that I shouted down death to the queen at a, we went to a joust arena thing. The amount of times that I shouted death to the queen! Like, Like stupid stuff like that. Like I don't know. Maybe that would be too much. But yeah, my guy needs to die over there. He is mind flaying the stew out of me. Oh, so maybe he stood in that circle as it dropped. But I do think it'd just be fun. It'd be fun, I think. God, that dot really does chunk. I'm coming up on a time where I'm about to get my Thunder Focus Tea and Conduit off cooldown at the same time. So I need to do what I can to like buy time until those get back. Oh, don't get hit by an orb as we come into the damage phase. What are we doing? Alright, maybe I just need to spin here. We need kicks too. These things need to die. Good thing though is that one of the clustered ones was mine. So, oh no, it wasn't. Apparently mine's over here. What the heck? Since when? Kill my tentacle, please. I'm just casually getting mind flayed. Okay. We're back. Yeah, so I think he stood in the circle as it spawned. That's what killed him. It's okay, but I would really like to time this key. At least the other week, this one was like one of the harder ones to time. In my experience. I don't know about other people's. Ooh, that was a lucky one. They both spawn like that. Ah, of course, mine once again isn't a clustered one. Let's go and strength of the Black Ox. Just really high value to do so. Yes, thank you, Tank. Tank jumped straight to mine. Love to see it. One Tiger's Lust. A touch of death this one. Just get it out of here. The 2 DPS killed the other one. That's very nice. So we have a clean slate. This collapsing void. Oh. Don't press Chi-Ji. We just lusted. So the reason why that lust is weird, one, we have 4 people, so maybe it's just to compensate for the lack of DPS from having 4 people. But the final boss has a damage amp phase, which is like prime lust real estate, right? So that lust is a little odd. But maybe it's just to speed things up, I guess, because we're down a person. Alright, oh god, I'm getting doubled. So unfortunately I got targeted by 2. But I am going to defensive and pop Conduit and cleave on both of them. Don't really have much. I'm just gonna cocoon the evoker here. Ooh, I just rolled the wrong way. Whew. Okay, I doubted the lust, but now it's kind of seeming necessary. This guy has hella health. But yeah, at this point we just focus balls. I'm even gonna thunder. No, I'm not. I was about to say I'm gonna thunder focus T for damage. I am not going to. Let's touch a death. Get this guy out of here. Also, that first word, this word, how do you guys say that? Is it Viceroy? I've never heard that word said. What, how do you say it? It's got to be Viceroy, right?
We must get inside. Valyria, the skills you have learned can open.
Someone start RP. As a group, we start. I don't think I can be the one to start it because damage does stack up. God, that dance of Chi-Ji proc is so nice. I definitely feel like they've done something to the proc rate.
Such chaos.
Die before you cast. No.
I have never sensed anything
Oh,
like
our
it
tank
before.
died. Ooh. These guys are mad. These guys are big mad. You gotta run. Run away. I'm gonna cocoon you just in case. Maybe our tank has aggro again.
Such musings can
Okay.
wait, though. This entity must die.
All right, we're gaming. Is that a macro on key 6? Yes, it is. It is. So the macro, it basically just uses an on-use trinket plus Chi-Ji. I also could make it work. Oh god. Speaking of Chi-Ji, I'm gonna have to waste it here. I just don't have anything. It also will cast Enveloping Mist if I'm mousing over someone, but I basically use click to do that functionality nowadays anyways, so that part of it doesn't really do much. God, we are just rotting. I just don't have much here. I do have a Thunderfocus Seed now, but for a bit there I did not have one. See, my game just absolutely crashes there. Whew. Having to lock in. Going Conduit. This boss does so much damage. Why is it doing that much, though? Maybe we weren't supposed to break that many? We have 50 stacks.
Only the strongest
Golly.
survive.
This boss hurts. You said sorry, LOL? Uh-oh. Sorry about what? Zanelia says, LOL, that's me at Comic-Con. If I had money, I'd walk out with so much. Yeah, it's like, it's crazy how much I want from there. Gotta hit the ads with the beams. Wait, I thought I had mine lined up perfectly. What? So yeah, it must be a glitch. Apparently we missed our beams, but I definitely had mine lined up. Also, man, I do not remember that dungeon at all. I saw that, but I'm French, so really, what do I know? Yeah. Also, I didn't know you were French, Zanelia. Did I know that? I feel like I did not know that. I have to revival here, which feels so bad. Yeah, I did have to. Yikes. Surely it doesn't think we missed again. What the heck?
It's too far away.
Oh, come on. So we got one behind me here. Oh, people aren't doing it. Okay, I think they found the right ones. Oh, okay, so this is the damage amp. Unfortunately, I don't have much. I guess I could conduit here, but the thing is, like, you just need, we can't bloodlust. Thing is, you just need, damage. Like, you need conduit for damage on this boss. This boss has a lot of damage. Yeah, see, this is a damage amp. I don't remember how much more it's taking. I hovered my mouse over it last second, but I couldn't see. Whoa, she is loud in my ear. What the heck? Okay, I have a Thunder Focus Tea. We're gonna Thunder Focus Tea first and then rely on Conduit for the next one. Because we had Spirit Font, we had Strength of Black Hawks too. Just felt right. Okay, where are the ones? Not over here, I don't think. You see, Conduit does a lot more healing than I'm used to. Yeah, see, I think earlier we were having people getting clipped by the beam, as well as people weren't hitting the right ones. So I think that is making this a lot easier that we're now. Oh, don't stack on me. Oh, yeah, we might. That was crazy. Ah, dang. See, I think the weird lust, like just the random death on that last boss with the weird lust, we definitely could have timed this, which is kind of cool. We also, I'm pretty sure we got a bug on this boss where it just didn't see us hit the circles. Good thing we have our Touch of Death lining up with this phase. I'm also going to Thunder Focus Tea. Oh, let's see. It is a 200% damage increase. So you're literally doing like 3 times the damage.
Look out!
I have Chi-Ji here for the end of this fight. I'm going to pop it and do damage. Hope that's enough. Dang, we could have timed this. That's awesome. That is awesome. Did they remove jumper cables in Midnight? Thought I heard that somewhere. Maybe. I have no idea. Wait, you can move while casting Soothing Mist? Is that new? Yes, it's from... So there's 2 ways, Zenelia, that you can move while channeling Soothing Mist. One is if you play a Way of the Serpent build, it says they can be channeled while moving, but you're 40% slower, but you can like pop Chi-Ji or use like Celestial Determination to bypass that kind of. Or Emperor's Elixir. So if I start my Soothing Mist channel by Thunder Focus Teeing and Enveloping Misting, it'll start a Soothing Mist channel, and that Soothing Mist will let me move while channeling. So there's 2 different ways that you can move while channeling Soothing Mist, and it's really cool. Off to do some healing myself. Good luck, Rish. Appreciate ya. Dang, we could have timed that, though. That was a fun key. Very fun key. I'm pretty optimistic about this dungeon pool. I definitely think that when the big circles spawn and my computer literally shits the bed, that's annoying. But this Mistweaver build is 100% growing on me. I think it really took me getting used to Spirit Font. I really wish you could whitelist it as a buff, though. Like, that just needs to happen. But Spirit Font is really fun to play with, especially in tandem with Strength of the Black Ox. You feel really impactful the moment you press that Thunder Focus the Enveloping Mist. I definitely think, like, maybe I want to find a way to put Focus Thunder in this build, but really it's just, like, I guess I would have to drop, like, Secret Infusion and Dance or something. Like, I don't know. Dance feels pretty powerful in this build, not going to lie. That's what all that Way of the Crane healing was. For the most part, though, I'm having a lot more fun on this build than I was in the past weeks. A lot more fun. The one in Todd Mission, I don't know. I've gone to fairs for 32 years. Wow. Uh-oh. Oh, LB, I must share my misery. Please share. Also, Zenelia, let's see, on Salazar. Oh, no. We had a 7% wipe on Salazar, so, like, it was close, but they ended up killing it. Hey, imagine progging all the way to 7% on Salazar for weeks, and then you have to go out of town, and that's when they kill it. So, it could be worse, Zenelia, but no, yeah, that boss is atrocious. Boss is so hard. But Zenelia, was it... Maybe I've already asked you this, but was it you that was asking about, like, the charity... streaming, trying to help people get 3K and stuff? Was that you or was that someone else? Because I'm trying to hunt down that person and actually do that this year. Or have I missed it? I might have missed it. Did they remove jumper cables? Let's go see. Let's go test. But yeah, I definitely feel your pain there. We've had those. We had a 0% wipe on some boss this tier. Maybe it was even Dementius. I think we had a 0%. Oh, it was you. Okay, did I miss it? Did I miss it, or is it still about to happen? Because I would like to do that. If I'm going to be in town, I would love to do that.
Be seeing ya.
Where would I buy jumper cables? I guess from the auction house.
Remember,
I just want to see if the vendors have them.
discipline.
Ooh, see, I don't have any of my stuff enchanted. Should probably do that. Let's do that. Let's get the mana pants. Enchant weapon. Just an int proc. Don't hate it. We'll get that. Enchant shoulders. Leech. Ring with crit. Let's do rings with... Let's do crit. YOLO. I did miss it. Oh, man. Ended up having things come up too and couldn't organize stuff as much as I wanted. Did raise 3K for Toys for Tots, which is nice. That is awesome. But we do them twice a year, so I can send you the info for the next one. Yes. I totally forgot what date it was. I feel like it was like the 20th, but I couldn't remember if it was December or November. And I had asked someone else like around that time, and I think I just asked the wrong person. But yeah. That definitely sounds like something that I want to start doing like every time. But now I know, I'm guessing it was November 20-ish, around there. Let's see. Healing from damage, periodic effects can increase intellect. I don't need this. Okay, auction house. Where you at? Are there jumper cables? D4 dropped Paladin. Oh, Destiny 4? Or, not Destiny. Diablo 4. I've never played a Diablo game. I have never played a Diablo game. However, Paladin sounds sick. And it kind of makes me want to play Diablo. I would just be like a noob on Diablo. And there's no... I just don't have the time to play a game that's been around for a while and be a noob on it. Because then I can't make content on it. All that stuff. It was last Saturday? Oh, I think I was out of town last Saturday. So I guess that kind of works. Yeah, that kind of works out. So I probably would have missed it anyways, but dang. I definitely do want to do that. And I don't want to just say I want to do it. I definitely do want to do that. What are we looking for? Do people put things on auction house? I guess not. I mean, I don't see it in the vendors, so I'm guessing so. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Dang, we didn't finish Nexus. I guess we didn't finish him. We made him to the final boss on this character. That's annoying. That's gonna bother me that I don't have the score from those. Where do we go? Maybe I go eat, because my stomach is like imploding right now. Actually imploding. But Nigeria, it's looking like they did remove them. Looking like they did remove them. But overall, though, I definitely, now that I'm getting used to the playstyle of what you're supposed to be doing on Mistweaver and Midnight, it definitely is growing on me, not just in terms of like it feels more comfortable, but it feels more fun to play. Like I definitely am having a lot more fun with Emperor's Elixir, with Spirit Font, all that like interaction. I'm having a lot more fun than I thought I would on Conduit. I definitely think having like an extra cooldown, and Conduit is powerful enough to be a cooldown, is definitely a lot more desirable right now to me than Master of Harmony. But Master of Harmony's not bad. It's not bad. I definitely think they could just tune this up a bit. But yeah, I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun on Mistweaver nowadays. I don't think it's getting more fun than it was in the past, but it definitely is fun for sure. Do they keep the super ugly texture for heal absorbs? Yeah, it's like this weird, like purpley, like over the health bar kind of thing. It's the same as it's been on beta the whole time. It looks really weird. It definitely looks really weird. It looks like they have a curse on them, kind of. Yeah, well, I guess to be fair, some of them are curses, but. But guys, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me on Friday. I know I kind of dropped the ball not posting in Discord as soon as possible. I'll do that from now on. I'll make sure. Today was kind of an experiment with that. It's the Louis Vuitton Healing Absorb. Yeah, it does look just like that. Yeah, it is cringe. The Louis Vuitton Healing Absorb is perfect. That's exactly what it is. But I do have a good video coming out to you guys this weekend. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much for supporting us through the holidays. I intend on taking my computer and like most of my stream setup with me when I visit family this year. So I do want to do like a holiday stream. It probably won't be on Christmas Day, but I do want to do a stream around Christmas, as opposed to taking that whole week and a half off. So stay tuned for that. I'll kind of be pushing that a bit. But guys, I appreciate y'all so much. Have a great weekend. Thank you for hanging out with me on Friday. Stay tuned.